Hey everybody. Um, so I had kind of a shower thought type of thing that I wanted to share. Isn't it interesting how contradictory life can be? I mean, yesterday kind of opened my eyes to a lot of that. Being a widow on Valentine's Day is hard. You know, because so many Valentine's Days had passed before that, you know, we had shared with somebody, and this Valentine's Day, I was alone. Well, I mean, I had family, friends, things like that, so I wasn't actually alone, but, for many times during the day I was alone, and that was kind of weird for me because I'm not used to that. So, but one of the things that I thought about was how we are taught from a very young age that, if it hurts, don't do it. Or if it hurts, don't do it again, basically. And yet, there are so many things that we are taught we need to do again. We have to do again. Like, they say getting back on the horse, or, get back on the bike, keep riding the bike, even though we have that fear that we're going to get hurt again. And I just wanted to point out that that fear is natural, because it's taught to us from a very young age, Naturally, we're not going to want to do something that hurt us again. So, the fact that if you have gotten back on that horse or back on that bicycle, please take a minute and just really appreciate, like, how much strength that really took, and how much you had to really fight against the hard wiring that life had tried to instill in you from a very young age. So, good job. It takes a lot. Hey again, everybody. Whew. Here in Colorado, it was one heck of a cold day today, I'll tell you what. And, I had some errands to literally run because I don't drive, so I was walking quite a bit in the coldness. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when it gets cold, my skin gets so dry. I'm pretty sure that happens to just about everybody, but I did want to share that one of the things that I found has helped a lot was the coconut and sunflower oil mixture that I told you guys about before. But I put that on before I went out, and it really it seemed to help a lot today. I wasn't itching like crazy or anything. Well, except for my back on the spots I can't quite reach. But yeah, I was walking everywhere, and it gave me a lot of time to think. Something happened at work the other day. I made a very big mistake. Nobody died, nobody got hurt, no anything, nothing like that. Nothing got stolen, thank goodness, because I forgot to lock the doors. And this is not the first time that I've forgotten that. And it was very silly, stupid oversight, and you know, I would be rectifying the situation by setting a specific alarm that, you know, states, you know, please lock doors, you know. But I was fully expecting to lose my job over it, honestly. I, you know, like he's warned, my manager's warned me. You know, I usually warn myself. And so I walked in there. He called me into a meeting on Monday, and I walked in there and I just told him, I am so sorry. You know, it was a very stupid mistake and oversight, and I'm very sorry. You know, I don't know, I could make excuses, I could make, you know, I could try to defend myself, but the fact of the matter is, I made the mistake, and I owned up to it. Honestly, I think that's what actually kept me my job, was the fact that I didn't get defensive, I didn't get, you know, I accepted it was a mistake, and people make mistakes, you know. I think that's one of the things that a lot of people are afraid of these days, is they make mistakes, and everybody makes mistakes, and it happens. Luckily, like I said, this situation, nothing bad happened, nothing was stolen or anything like that. I think that was another of my saving graces. But I think that was what actually helped me keep my job, was that I was willing to accept consequences for my actions. So he said, you know, he actually did tell me that I have done so much good for the store that he really did not want to let me go. So, and apparently even the owner didn't want to let me go. So he was actually very happy that I wasn't terminated. But he did have to punish me, so unfortunately my hours got cut in half. But hey, that gives me more time with you guys, right? I know, I'm a hopeless optimist, you know. I always have to find the good in every situation. I mean, I have to. It's what keeps me alive, honestly. You know, yeah, either the bright side or the dark humor, at least. You'll have to excuse me. I'm incredibly tired right now. It's very, very late, and I should be getting into bed. But before I did, I wanted to ask you guys to try something that I heard. I believe it was from Mel Robbins. She said, instead of the affirmations, ask yourself why, things like, how am I so strong? How am I so amazing? You know, how am I so beautiful inside and out? You know, those are the types of questions that you should be asking yourself. And I don't know why, but it seems to be making me feel a little bit better. Instead of the actual, you know, affirmations of, you know, you are so strong, you are so beautiful, and things like that. I ask myself in the mirror, you know, how are you so strong? How are you just so amazing? And it for some reason, it does hit your brain differently, and just kind of encourages you a bit better, you know. So I would like you guys to try it, and you know, give me let me know, shoot me a comment or something, and after you've tried it, and let me know if, how it's working for you. And get to, yeah, how is this working for me? But, yeah, I figured out that in the summertime, it's going to be sunscreen, and in the wintertime, it's going to be coconut and sunflower oil. So, yeah, and if you try that, shoot me a comment and let me know how that works for you. I hope this helped, alright? Do something really good for yourself. You do deserve it. If you like my style, like and subscribe. And we'll talk to you later.